Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pop Neighborhood. Today's video we are doing reviewing glow-in-the-dark Funko Pops. It's called Funko Pop Glow-in-the-Dark's Verse. We're having two pops go against each other to see which one has the better glow, and just to see if these pops live up to the hype when they first came out. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. When they first come out, they show a picture of how it glows, and like anybody else that loves glow in the dark, you're like, oh my god, this is going to look awesome. And then when you get it home, you put your UV light on it, and it doesn't really glow like it showed in that picture. So we're going to show some of these don't live up to their hype. And we'll see which ones are the better ones, who will win the verse each other. The first two up we're going to start with is Shazam and Black Adam. And we'll see how these stack up. Alright, first up we have Shazam. And I just love the design of this. With the stand and everything, making him look like he's flying. Let's take a look and see what he looks like lit up, glow in the dark. You can actually see his glow pretty good. Kind of like the way it looks. We can go total dark and see what happens. Yeah, even in total dark, you can actually see him pretty good. This is a pretty good glow in the dark. Alright, next up we have Black Adam from the movie. Because you can see The Rock, he had his head shaved and everything. We'll move the light and see how his glow looks, and then go total dark and see if they're... Alright, as this one comes around, let's see how the glow is on this. The hands are supposed to be lighting up, but all I see is his lightning bolt. Let's turn the light off completely and see what happens. And that's all you get is a barely glowing lightning bolt on his chest. Alright. We already know who the winner is. The winner is the Shazam. I love the Shazam. And this was a chase. I actually found a couple of these out in the wild and traded them for some other things, the extra ones. But he blows away the Black Adam. Black Adam kind of fizzles, kind of like the movie did too. Sorry to say, it wasn't as big as it was supposed to, but yeah, this was pretty pathetic. The glow on this one. The next two up are Hunter x Hunter versus Attack on Titans. We'll see how these two stack up against each other. All right, next one up is Hunter x Hunter, and the picture ad they showed, this one is supposed to really light up. All the electricity going around him is supposed to light up. So we're going to charge him up, move the light, and see if he matches up with what they had for an ad showing it a glow. Alright, I'll have to say this one actually is looking pretty good so far. It looks similar to what the ad looked like. Let's go totally dark and see if it's still lighting up or not. Okay. Alright, I'll have to say that's pretty cool looking. Alright, next one up here is the female Titan. Alright, as she comes around here, we lit her up. I don't see a lot of glow, but I know sometimes some of these Funko Pops, the paint job isn't as good for the glow in the dark. You can see it a little bit. Let's go totally dark and see what we still see anything. Alright, actually, that's not too bad. You can still see her pretty good, make out her face and that. So that's not too bad. Alright. They both were actually pretty good glow. I'll have to say Hunter x Hunter definitely took it, because I was really surprised. I wasn't sure if all this was going to glow as good as it does in the picture for the ad, and it did. I was expecting more from the Attack on Titan, because I've seen pictures of other people's glow-in-the-dark female Titan, and they look phenomenal. So, as anybody that collects glow-in-the-dark Funko Pops, they kind of be hit and miss the way they paint them. Some could be like crazy painted, and others can kind of, you know, someone fell asleep while this one was getting painted. But, so, the winner for that round is Hunter x Hunter. Alright. The next one up, this is a little bit older Funko Pop, the Green Goblin, and the newer Mighty Female Thor. And we'll see how these two stack up against each other. Alright, we next have up the Mighty Thor, the female version. And when I looked at the ad picture here, it's not looking like there's really going to be much glowing on this. But we'll take a try and see. Alright, as she comes around here, we move to light. And actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. Her eyes light up and her hammer's lighting up. It pretty much looks like what you saw in the ad picture. Let's just shut the light off completely and see what we have. Alright, I mean, it's not a lot of glow, but this is what they were advertising. It was the hammer and her eyes glowing, so... Alright, next up we have the Green Goblin on his glider. This is an older pop, so they didn't really do advertising back then. Alright, as he comes around here, he's looking pretty awesome glowing there. And that's with light still in the background. Let's turn it off and see what he looks like completely dark. Oh, yeah, this is like, has to be one of the best glow-in-the-dark I've seen. Alright, we see which one it was. The Green Goblin one here was phenomenal. His whole body lit up. It wasn't even really a paint job. It's almost, I don't know if it's, maybe it is the way they painted it, but you saw his whole body. I mean, you could see in complete darkness that was the Green Goblin. Now, I don't want to complain that the Thor, the Mighty Thor, female Thor here, she lived up to what they said it was. They said it was the hammer lit up and the eyes, and they did light up. But Green Goblin definitely won that round. The last round here is between Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia. We'll see how these two stack up against each other. Alright, next up we have My Hero Academia. And this is a really cool design. And I'm hoping the way the ad shows on it that he actually glows as much as they showed in it. Alright, we lit this one up. Let's see. It looks like only his eyes are really lighting up and his shirt a little bit. But let's go totally dark and see what happens. Yeah. This does not match up at all to the ad. Alright, the last one up is from Demon Slayer. And the ad on this one, as you see, this whole base is supposed to light up really good. Alright, as he comes back around, we charged him up, and he looks like the base is glowing a little bit, and the mark on his head. So let's go totally dark and see what we see. Anything good. Okay. Alright, this one you can see the base pretty good. This one's pretty decent, way better than the My Hero one. Alright, this is an easy one again. This was very disappointing. I thought the My Hero Academia one was going to really... I thought all this was going to glow. And you could barely even see his eyes. And I actually, before I videoed it, I went over and over. Because the first time I did the video, I was like, maybe I didn't put enough UV light on it. I went over it quite a bit with the UV light. And still didn't get really a good result. This one, I was pleasantly surprised. It was actually really good. You could see the dragon's face, and especially when you went totally dark, you could see the whole base. So I was very happy with this one. So he was the winner. Demon Slayer's winner for round 4, and the 4 that made it, that won each round, I would have to say it would have to still be the Green Goblin has the best out of all of them, because you can definitely tell what he looks like in that. And then I would say the Hunter x Hunter and Shazam would be tied for second, because I thought those were both well done. And the Demon Slayer would be come in the last slot there, the top winners. So I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe. Join the Pop Neighborhood. If you've already subscribed and you're part of the Pop Neighborhood. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it very much. If you want to be notified next time a video drops, just ring the bell and you'll be notified every time I drop a new video or go live. You guys are awesome. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time in the Pop Neighborhood. Bye, guys.